Hi, MPB Ted Chu here, and I want to give you an update on the Wolfe Island Ferry. It's been another frustrating week for Wolfe Island Ferry passengers. But at the beginning of this week, Tuesday, right after the long weekend, I had a scheduled meeting with MTO officials about the ferry and ferry docks. This past week, we had, because of a shortage of licensed crew members and also scheduled vacations and some more mechanical issues, it meant that the MTO had to run the Wolfe Island 3 instead of Wolfe Island 4. I want to let you know that the local ferry staff are working hard. I hope everybody understands that. But I will keep pushing the Ford government to make sure that we have proper funding so that we get the staffing levels of licensed crew members so we have the backup that we need. One of the causes of the disruption to the Wolfe Island 4 ferry service, as you know, is that the ferries aren't running on batteries yet the way they were designed. They're running on backup diesel generators all the time, and they're breaking down because they're only supposed to be used as a backup. When the docks are completed with their chargers, the ferry will run on batteries as designed. On the virtual call that we had on Tuesday was a civil engineer. She is MTO's Director of Construction Oversight, and she'll be able to take my technical questions. We'll be sending a whole bunch of technical questions related to the construction of the Kingston Ferry Dock, which is now slated to be completed in 2027, even though originally when they tendered that project, they wanted it to be completed at the end of 2023. I learned that the MTO is working with the local contractor to look at every opportunity to speed up work. I'll keep on the Ford government about that, especially when it comes to extra funding. Some of the possibilities for speeding up the work involve working 24/7. That requires some extra money, but the Ford government already did that for the Gardiner Expressway. And so if needed, I will ask for that for the Kingston Ferry Dock. This fall, the Marysville Dock will be commissioned. After that, the charging and the auto mooring will be used as designed. And then the Wolfe Islander 4 will be able to run from Marysville to Kingston on batteries as it was designed. And it will just use the Marysville dock all the time. Less stress on the diesel backup generators, and that means less chance of them breaking down. Unfortunately, during that time, a few weeks in September, the Wolfe Islander 4 will be moored at Marysville for several weeks while the boat talks to the dock and the chargers, and we have contractors, some of which are coming from overseas, to give that final commission and final checkout. During that time, the Wolfe Islander 3 will be running and service will be to Dawson Point. Now, I emphasize to MTO that they have to do whatever they can to get that shuttle bus service running between Dawson Point and Marysville, and that has to go into the evening because we have a lot of local jobs that depend on events in Marysville in the evening, and there has to be that shuttle service so that we get the pedestrian traffic from Kingston. And I told them that local businesses need to plan ahead, so the MTO must confirm that shuttle bus service has been set up as soon as possible. Thanks for sending in all of your comments, whether it's by phone call, email, or social media. It helps me understand what's going on with the ferry and your experiences and what the consequences of the ferry disruptions are.